Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and the new expansion for Hearthstone, The Mean Streets of Gadgetzan, is out, so it's time for some deck rebuilds. So today we need to change out our priest deck. So for our standard priest deck, here we are. It was just probably a standard priest that I'm not going to change too much on at all. The only abilities that priests really have are dealing damage and healing, which there isn't really a quest at all that has anything to do with that. So then I have to make just a secondary battle cry deck, which isn't a terrible idea to have two decks that are designed around battle cries. Or I could make I don't know what else I could make besides a heal deck, battle cry deck. Maybe I could try Death Rattle, but I don't think Death Rattle's gonna work very well at all as far as a standard priest. So let's start with that. So Hidden Dragon is the suggested thing where I guess you could have a lot of dragons, yeah. That kind of makes some sense. But I've never been really a fan of the dragon decks because there haven't been enough cards to really synergize, and the dragon cards don't really synergize anyways. So Gadgetzan adds what? Give all enemies this minion +3 attack this turn. Question. Gain control of an enemy with 2 or less attack until the end of the turn. Not really a useful card, but okay. Whenever this minion is healed, summon a 2/2 crystal. Okay. Give a friendly minion +3 health. Okay. Restore 12 health to a friendly character. That's almost never going to be used to its full potential. If you're holding a dragon, discover a card from your opponent's deck and silence a minion. So that's the Gadgetzan cards of this, and we are supposed to be playing a standard deck. So then the next things we would want are things like Arachni Soul Priest, Mind Blast, Holy Champion, Lights Spawn, Arachni Soul Priest, Mind Blaster will come back here, and Gift, and then that leaves me with 9 more things. And I want things that would increase the health of cards. So Power Ward Tentacles gives you +6 health. Holy Nova does damage to everybody. There is a 0 mana card. Can we play that one? That restores 4 health to all minions. Take that. And then what else? What else do we want? Whenever a minion is healed, draw a card. Probably need that just to have a 1 mana creature of some sort. And then I could do Prince Malchazar, or I could do this, and that's what I need more than anything else, so we'll put that in there. And by throwing in all of the new cards, I've really just taken out room for some of the most important other cards we have. Let's see, there is a 1 mana creature in the neutral cards. Here it is, Light Warden, that we need in the collection too. So like Dark Lord Operative we can already get rid of for this guy. And let's see, Potion of Madness, we can already get rid of one of those for that guy too. And I'm not sure there's any other cards that have specifically anything to do with being healed that really are useful in a priest deck? Not. So maybe you would do this character too. If you have no duplicates, you can fully heal your hero with Reno Jackson. It's starting to feel like that's the way you should start building decks too. It's just one of each card if each card is good. But I don't think that really works, because if you were to go to like one of those websites that told you the value of each card, you would certainly find that it's better to have 2 light ones than it is to probably have 1 light one and 1 mind blast. So for a standard deck, that's what I would build, but it's not what I'm really going to live with. Custom priest, switch to standard, and play. Again, the only thing I can really build is a battle cry. And because of that, I think that's all I really am gonna build. So this is more of just a theoretical deck that we're playing right now, which shows that I had more synonyms for the word deck. Build, I guess I could start saying. This is a more theoretical build of just trying to play the new cards at least once. The sad truth is, a lot of these cards, until I start seeing somebody play some strategy with them, are probably not going to get played. You're going to probably just see the pros take one of their lowest valued cards out of their current decks and put in one of the newer cards. And that's it. Very tiny changes. It feels in the like light's name. This is a new side art, I believe. He's playing Murloc, so this could be bad for me. Face the light. So this guy, whenever a character is healed, gets +2 attack. So ideally, next turn I want to hit this guy and then heal it, but he gets that.
Back to your homes.
So this is supposed to be Gadgetzan. Give a friendly minion +3 health.
To live forever.
And then attack. Then end the turn. I guess I maybe should have hit him right there. Divine Shield.
How many fingers do you see?
And
your soul.
And then, do I want this guy back? I guess I do. End the turn. Of course, I should have saved that card for a lot later in the game. So it looks like one of the 3 Cabals owns each of these houses, and then there's a pier here with a crane. See what happens when this blows up. Oh, it just falls in the water. Give all enemy minions +-3 attack this turn. So it blew up in the water.
You wish to live forever.
So this was an interesting question, how this was going to work. And it doesn't actually go into a negative. That's what I was wondering.
Your soul.
Job done. I thought it might actually go into a negative number and then heal our enemy or characters as they attack. But since it doesn't, I don't think that's probably a spell worth playing. The pint-sized potion. I that feels kind of silly, and likely something you wouldn't get enough use out of.
Your soul.
So this guy's going for a Murloc win, so I need to be careful. Keep my health up, and he's waiting for Old Murkai, but he can't play Old Murkai because we're playing a standard game. So I don't know what he's really waiting for, if anything. It's actually really, I think, the wrong move to play Murlocs in standard play. Because without Old Murkai, you're not going to get that victory. So, enemies have -3 attack this turn. Again. And then kill this guy. Kill this guy. Put this here. And end the turn. And if only I had a character that was gonna benefit from me restoring 12 health to my character. See, even at this, though, I'm still gonna lose. It's pretty obvious that's what's gonna happen. So restore 12 to my character now. And then we do this.
Your soul.
And then
Your soul.
This, and then we do this, and this, and
Job's done.
Still not in any good place to win. I've really been limited on cards by adding all these new cards. They're not adding value to what my old deck was. If I was just playing a standard Light Warden deck, Light Spawn deck, a standard Heal Priest deck, that would be better. Now I believe my Priest is at level 60, and we'll see at the end of this game if that's true, so there's actually even less motivation for me to try to win, but I do still need decks that win, because I will on rare occasions still get quests that say win this many games with this character. And if I have something that's offering me 60 gold or 80 gold or 100 gold even to win win with a priest, and I don't have any priest decks that actually can win even on casual play, then I've done a poor job of planning what decks to build. And the last thing I want to do is to have to constantly delete things. Gain control of an enemy with 2 attack until the end of the turn. I guess I can do this, and this. That's about the best you can do with a card like that. That's not terrible. Yeah, I was thinking that spell was pretty bad, but yeah, I guess you can play it. And it's only 1 mana. Of course, it's not gonna save me.
Embrace the void.
Now I can instead of heal because of the Rock Knight Soul Priest. But still, that doesn't win the game for me. He's got 4 cards in his hand, I have 0. And he just played that. So I guess that is one strategy you could have played. Of course, this is gonna kill my character, but whatever. It does 2 damage to me and 3 there. And this guy has 3 damage, 3 damage. So this.
The makers.
And then
Feel my pain.
this. So I can put off losing for a little bit longer. Apparently not. He has another one of them. Silence a minion, sure.
I see gold in your future.
And I've lost. Kind of unsurprisingly, too. And the fact that this is a standard deck doesn't really change much at all. I would have lost if this was a wild deck just as much, yes. And the priest is at level 60, the max level, so again, I'm not super interested in winning with him. So then let's just go ahead and get rid of the custom priest that we just built and start again. Is there another priest somewhere? Well, we have this wild priest that I kind of don't want to change very much. I want to get rid of this and maybe add 1 card to it, and that's all I really want to change. Let's see. Gadgetzan. I'll give all enemies -3 this turn. Gain control of 2 or less. Whenever this minion's healed, give a friendly minion +3 health. So I could throw that in and maybe get rid of Shadow Form. And that kind of is all I want to change. Restore 12 health, I don't like that card. If you're holding a dragon, no. Silence a minion, no. Although that is slightly tempting to have a silence in your deck. You just don't need it. So that's my wild priest, and I'm just going to keep that for victories. And then over here, we just need a battle cry priest. Here. It's not a coincidence that I don't play Cthulhu things. That I never really found that Cthulhu was really a good strategy for me. It takes too long. It's a late game strategy, which means you have to be you have to be good enough to actually stay alive most of the time to the 10th turn when you summon Cthulhu. And honestly, most of my builds didn't make it that far. So battle cry now. Deal 3 damage to each hero. Fine. If you're holding a dragon, gain a dragon. Maybe we could make a dragon deck here. If you're holding a dragon, do that. We'll see if we can find more dragons in this collection that have battle cries, because I think they all do. Here's one we're probably going to keep. Deal 1 damage. Seems useful. Enemy spells next turn cost 0. Would I want Millhouse Mana Storm in my collection? He's a 4/4 for 2 mana. But it allows the opponent to play a spell. So it's quite the gamble. Let's see. I'm still looking for dragons. Aren't we all? A silence beast makes sense. Gain -1 for each death rattle minion. Maybe I could do a death rattle deck. That would be an interesting concept, at least, a death rattle priest. So constantly trying to stop your own death rattle creatures from dying. That's an interesting idea. Here's a dragon, summon a random 1-cost minion. Here's a dragon, gain +1 attack for each other card in your hand. Here's a dragon, gain 1 health for each other card in your hand. And here's a dragon, if you're holding a dragon, gain +1 attack and taunt, spell damage, draw a card. Let's see. Let's see, silence a minion with death rattle, deal 2 damage. Add 2 bananas to your hand. If you're not holding no duplicates, refill your health. If you're holding a dragon, destroy a legendary. Here's a dragon. And there's a dragon. And let's see. Maybe Cthulhu would be the right way to go as far as Battlecry Cthulhu decks. And here's another dragon I missed. Here's another dragon I missed. How'd I miss so many dragons? 3 damage to an enemy hero. Let's see. Come on, come on. So those are all the dragons with battle cries in them. The next thought would be to search for things that just have dragon in the name and see if there's something worth trading out. Like, if you're holding a dragon, gain 1 a talent attack. So that is one more thing. Let's get rid of this guy. For that guy. Get rid of that guy. For that guy. And then can't be attacked is a dragon. If you're holding a dragon, discover a dragon. Get rid of that guy. Then get rid of that guy there. If you're holding a dragon, +1/+1. Summon a random thing from your deck. No. Nullhouse Mana Storm, I guess we're getting rid of that guy. Let's see, whenever you target this minion with a spell, gain +1/+1. Actually not useful in this dragon build because of the simple fact that I don't have any spells. Deal 3 damage. Let's see. Summon a mechanical dragon, which I'm not sure is actually a dragon. If you're holding a dragon, deal 3 damage. So I'll get rid of that and take that. This Murloc, deal 1 damage. Get rid of that, put that in there. Let's see, give a friendly beast and dragon and all that, +1. At the start of your turn, this one's attack doubles. So get rid of that, put that in there. Cost 1 less for each minion that died this turn, probably not that useful. Taunt. Nope. Here is A spell damage +5. Here's whenever you draw a copy, put another copy in your hand, and Ursa needs to be in here, definitely. So, dragons, 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 dragons. Beast. There you go. And then the only other thing I could even look at was Death Rattle. Like, are there any priests with Death Rattle in here? Well, this one discovers a Death Rattle card. This gives somebody 3. And then 3 health. And then all the other Death Rattle things would be just neutral cards. And I suspect that if I'm gonna make a Death Rattle deck, I'm better off making a Hunter Death Rattle deck than a Priest Death Rattle deck. So I'm gonna stick with the Dragon deck for the Priest, and let's try that one out. Had to do a lot of consideration there. Go to Wild Play, Battle Cry, and we want to see how many Battle Cry cards we actually play. Come on, game, connect.
Anduin versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory. Light smiles upon the just.
So, if I'm holding a dragon game, +1 attack. So I need to get rid of all of these high-level dragons, first of all. I think that might be a slight problem with this deck, is some really expensive cards. If you're holding opponent has 15 or less health, gain +3/+3. Let's see, start here. Am I holding a dragon? Yes. So that will work.
Are you mocking me?
Interesting, the gold thing doesn't light up now. I believe that's new to this newest update. It used to show you gold cards when their Battlecry abilities would activate, even if you couldn't afford the cards, and now it's waiting until you actually have enough mana to afford the cards.
Are you mocking me?
A slight change, but helpful. Definitely. So by having dragons in your deck, you're gonna have a slight improvement on all of your characters that aren't dragons also. And this future-proofs in case they ever do come out with a quest that says play so many dragons. So that's Battlecry number 3.
This is funny. This is funny.
I needed to play 30 Battlecry for the quest, so that's 3 of 30 right there on the 3rd turn.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
Let's see. Next card, I could play this beast with the Battlecry, but I don't even have a reason to. Let's see. Do I want to kill this character and heal?
You think this is funny? You think this is funny?
Stop distracting me.
Job's done.
And we'll just go ahead and end the turn there. That's all I could have done anyway, so. Deal 3 damage next turn if I need to. Or, if you're holding a dragon, discover dragon. Am I holding other dragons? Yes. So play this.
I wield the power.
There.
You
Then do
think
this.
this is funny?
This.
This is funny.
Down. I feel like I've got a total shutout going here. If you're holding a dragon, gain 2 health. think we can do that. We need to get him down to 15 before I can play this guy. If you're holding a Dragon Discover card.
I have no time for games.
Set, which this will be slightly interesting, but kind of pointless. This one wouldn't activate yet. So like Mind Blast, Ragnaros. I'll take Ragnaros. Do I want to maintain control, or if I kill this one, they'll just take a random enemy. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait.
Job done.
To do that. Next turn I can silence it. How many battle cries have I played now? It's probably approaching 6 or 7. So even in a fast game like this where I'm basically doing a shutout, and yet somehow there's still a chance of me losing, I'm gonna have to play 3 games like this. Light Bomb. Well, at least he got the weaker of the two.
Not quite what was planned.
That's true. I totally believe him there. Gain 1 attack for each other card in your hand. So that would give him a 6/4 or make a 9/9 right now. Let's do this. And then this. And this. And then another turn. So let's say he filled the field up with 7 taunt creatures that I would have a trouble getting past. I could still summon Ragnaros and have at least a chance of hitting the face and winning. Here.
Death does not scare me.
And that's what he's exactly trying to do. Let's see. Add 2 random spells from your opponent. Again, random these cards, but I think I can live with that much randomness. Next turn, 10th turn, I could play this if nothing else goes right. But honestly, I think this here. And then I should have played this card first, so he was a 5/4 instead of a 4/4, and then that there. So do I want to play Ragnaros next turn, or do I want to play Nefarian? I think if I played Nefarian, I would then have 2 spells that might win the game for me.
Some still funny.
If I play Nefarian, I still have Deathwing so I'll still be holding on to a dragon. I guess that is part of the higher level of the strategy of having a dragon deck, is that you always want to hold on to at least one. I could play Ursa too, but...
Priest, the light serves me.
Let's see, restore 3 health if the target's still alive, summon a Lightwing, deal 5 damage to the enemy hero. There. And there. So I could restore 3 health.
I wonder.
I've got the
And then
beast in
Knight
my
to the
sight.
right. Big Game Hunter. Let's see, do I want to play Ursa or the Deathwing? If I play Ragnaros and Mind Blast, I have a chance of winning. Let's go ahead and do that.
Not too quickly.
So, summon a 1-cost minion from your opponent. This. And then this.
Job's done.
So, I have a 1 in 7 chance of winning right now. Nope. Now it would be a 1 in 6 chance. If he doesn't summon anything else. Summon a random 1-cost minion for your opponent. That's not a very
Minions,
good...
servants, soldiers of the cold.
That's a terrible card.
Obey the call of chaos.
Well, I guess then we have to play this. Don't we? We have to play Deathwing. Because otherwise, Kel'Thuzad here will wreck us horribly. His strategy is still pretty good after a rather long time. If you're holding a dragon, discover dragons. Shame. So something there activated to summon another dragon. Too. I don't know what that was. So this really wrecked his Kel'Thuzad strategy, which was probably his winning strategy, if I was to guess. I bet he doesn't have anything here that can slow me down enough. This will slow me down for 1 turn, I suppose, if I have to attack this guy.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
Let's see, if you're holding a dragon, destroy an enemy minion with 3 or less. I'm not holding a dragon, so do I wait or do I summon this right now? I guess what we need to do is this, and then heal, and then end the turn. Because I don't really need this guy out. How many Battlecry cards have I played now is the question. Probably approaching 9 or 10. And I needed to play... how many? 30. So you still would have to play 2 games at least. Even if this entire deck of 30 cards was 100% battle cries, I don't think you would, on an average game, actually get that far. I still have 13 cards I haven't drawn, so 10 seems about the max of Battlecry cards I could have played.
I see.
He's trying everything. I think he's given up.
Quickly.
Let's see. If you're holding a dragon, gain +1 and taunt. If you're holding a dragon, kill an enemy with 3 or less attacks. So that one works. That one works. That one. So, yes, a considerable number of Battlecry cards were played. And that probably means I'm gonna not keep this Mage Battlecry collection and maybe try to make a better Mage deck in general. I need at least one Mage standard deck or wild deck. I'm not even sure if you actually need standard decks, though. It may very well just turn into all wild all the time. Anywho, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. I hope that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.